Hello everybody, today we'll be looking at UnitAnalysis, a series where we look at Fire Emblem units and see how good they are in objective terms. Today we'll be looking at Ronan, one of the strangest units in Fire Emblem history. At first glance, Ronan just appears to be another archer you would laugh at because of their terrible base stats. So what makes Ronan so strange? First up, his growth rates are bizarrely distributed. He has an awful strength, defense, and con growth, but he has a great speed, skill, and magic growth of all things. Ronan also has a 3% movement growth, which isn't high, but it's pretty high for Thracia standards. Ronan also has 3 movement stars, tied for the second highest in the game alongside Sias and Sleuth. This gives him a second chance to move again, 15% of the time. Lastly, Ronan has Adept. This gives him a chance to strike even more times if you're lucky. And to think all these attributes just come out of some random doofus who shows up out of nowhere. But with all that being said, is Ronan actually worth it? Unfortunately, if you're talking about unit performance, Ronan is not very good. Ronan is the equivalent of betting your results in a slot machine. These qualities especially don't help when you consider that Ronan also has absolutely awful base stats. Ronan struggles to deal any meaningful damage due to an awful strength base, an absolutely horrid strength growth of 15%, and a low follow-up critical modifier. This means that Ronan will struggle to do any meaningful damage consistently throughout the game unless this guy crits or is given scrolls or stat boosters to increase his strength. Ronan also suffers from being bow locked, which means he only has one range and is incapable of capturing any enemy in this game. His high magic growth totally helps him with a massive 0 base magic. Ronan will require notable investment to get his magic growth going. This does not help Ronan very much since he only has 2 range and is unable to attack at 1 range, so archers can either attack him at 1 range or just ignore him entirely. Furthermore, he cannot use his magic stat offensively either because he has no magical weapons to work with. This doesn't make Ronan an irredeemable unit, as he has Adept, which gives him a chance to strike again. Combine that with his high speed growth, that gives him a chance to strike much more times. His high movement allows him to get to various places on the battlefield. Combine that with his 3 movement stars, and he has a chance to strike again or attack an enemy that was previously outside of his range. If you want to invest into him, scrolls are a great way to boost his terrible offense, especially his strength. But again, using Ronan is basically a massive coin flip if he does anything useful.